Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Leading the Raiders sideline, that is head coach Pete Carroll. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making a long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, head coach Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. This guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kate Scott, Brock Huey with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. Kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better. He's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play action. Hurts has it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And that tackle stops him after a solid game.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted effort, but you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Remain cracked with the play defensively. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week.
At the 36-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 36. Vacates quickly left side. He's keeping it. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Touchdown! The Eagles go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you, and these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Hauled in by Goddard, left side. Small gain down to the 23. Jack Jones making that tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's a screen to Barkley. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's gonna set up 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Ashton Genty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. The play fake, now Smith can throw. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Smith on third and short. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Drive starts with an option, right side. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
You go play action. Here's Hurts. He's calling his own number again. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by John Johnson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
On the play fake, it's Hurts.
At the 40-yard line.
Low left side, caught by Bryant. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 1.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Complete beyond the marker. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Gain of 24 yards. That's good for another Eagles.
Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
6, Devontae Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
Back to throw, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
It's Hurts once again. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A 27-yard attempt.
Elliott It connects there. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Trey Tucker to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 7.
This is Jeanty on second. Jukes one defender. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
16 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Smith on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Cooper and DeGene on the coverage.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Hackett isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that
He's
sack.
in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. To return, Adoree Jackson. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing is Smith. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's been one of the players of this game. Escapes a defender. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And I know we're normally discussing his work leading the passing game, but wow, we've really had to take note of what he's done on the ground. He's leaned into that part of his game early. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Second down at the 27-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. They set up the screen. It's Smith. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Hurts now from the gun. It is Cup left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Genty from the gun. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
It's a gain of 53 yards. And the Raiders brought down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Complete, it's Myers. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
First down, Smith to throw.
First down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
And again, it's Smith. And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Carlson's kick is good, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. So these guys are pacing their division at this point. Playoffs are on the horizon, but they still have not clinched a spot just yet. So much still could change.
The important part, though, and you and I both know this, is they control their own destiny. The division's theirs, and if they keep winning, well, it'll stay that way. The ball is in their hands.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. 2nd and 1. He takes it himself. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Took off with it again. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings us.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Chris Godwin. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the 3rd-year signal caller from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Texans with a 13-7 lead, and that game has gone to the half. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. And here is Jerome Ford. This will wind up a touchdown. The Browns with the lead at the half. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Motioning one of the tight ends. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throw right side, finds Bash. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
On the sneak, it's Smith. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Quarterback sneak.
They motion Tucker over left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Still Raiders.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Cut it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Smith to the air now. Completed to his running back. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
In punt formation for the Raiders.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
Over 1st and 10.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
QB keeps the 2nd down option. Good gain out past the 30. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Pressure comes and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
From the 21. He has it at the 5. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And even though he's only a rookie, he's played like a seasoned veteran this year. Right now, he's the guy who, if the season ended this instant, would be going home with that Offensive Rookie of the Year award. On first down, Jeanty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. Smith back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Smith setting the throw. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks are what's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. New set of downs for him at the 38.
That's good.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He tucks it and takes off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for Eagles. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, around with Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Elliott connects there. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And off to Genty. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. They motion Tucker over left. Smith on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 4. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
And the Raider 1st down.
Counter give to Genty. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, but really just count down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running back, motioning right. Dump off caught by his back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. He completes it in traffic. They got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, he calls his own number on the option. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
From the gun, Smith finds him over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Smith. Setting up the running back screen. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
1st down, Raider.
Now Smith. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the set. To the left side, caught by Malott. And he goes out, approaching that 10-yard line. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. This one's caught. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Fourth down now, trying for the 6 with an option. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard.
Throwing here, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And an Eagles first down.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Oh, what a stiff arm! And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this gain almost goes all the way for that first down. He gets it up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. It's a sneak, Hurts. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Dukes out a one-stop. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for another Eagles.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. First down, Smith to throw. That's completed right side. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He's running with it. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32, dialing up a receiver screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Raiders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
More and more, we're seeing the data and the numbers tell us cross midfield and be aggressive. Go for it. Go for it in these 4th down situations. But I promise you, Kate, that sack right there puts a seed of doubt in the head coach's decision-making process.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Looking to his fullback now. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
And the Raiders first down.
Looking to throw, Smith. Caught near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Las Vegas.
The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. On him quick, and they bring it down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
Third down and goal at the 6-yard line.
On third and goal, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll no doubt looking for a moral victory here in lieu of one on the scoreboard, Brock. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 23.
So beneath the chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.